Hi, Sagittarius. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a monthly tarot reading for your money and career situation for the month of November 2020. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments, so head on down below and do just that. And while you're down there, you will see all the information you need to book a personal reading with myself. So go ahead and shoot me an email and I'll get that started for you. But more importantly, I meditated on your overall energy for the month. And the message that came through for this reading was getting things in order. Getting things in order, my friend. Let's get started by pulling a message or two from the Soul's Journey deck. What do we have for Sagittarius to begin this money and career read for November, of course? Thank you, Spirit. We got 4 for you, which is good. My apologies in advance if there's any noise in the background. I am working by a window. It can be a bit tricky to do so. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I think it was, I can't remember whether it was Leo or Aries that got this as well for their money and career read. It may be a month, Sagittarius, where you face a few fears of yours when it comes to your money or when it comes to your career situation. Maybe you fear losing money. Maybe you fear failing at something or not achieving all of your goals when it comes to both categories. So don't be surprised when you are put in a situation where you have to kind of face them instead of, pushing them down or to the side. And then patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. It's a month for you to instill some patience within yourself when it comes to the growth of your financial harvest and maybe working towards a certain business or career or creative project. Allowing for yourself to trust in divine order and divine timing and just trust the process as a whole. May not feel easy at times because you are a fire sign, but you can do it. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Just tread carefully this month, my friend, when it comes to working. I feel like you do have a great work ethic and it just at times can put you at risk of burning yourself out. But also pay attention to your mental health. So your health all around needs a bit of a spotlight this month. Do not ignore it. And then empathy for the 4th one. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Some of you might be empaths, but I feel like when it comes to maybe work or work situations, sort of drama, or maybe somebody who you don't like, or maybe a disagreement in the work location, you're just gonna have to take a step back and try to see the other side or see both sides of a situation. Interesting. Let's continue. I want to pull 6 tarot cards. A simple 6-card spread, if you will. Some shuffling, of course. One more shuffle. What do we have for Sagittarius to continue this monthly money and career read? Thank you, Spirit. For Sagittarius. Keep them coming. What else do we have? Oh, we got some. I'm being instructed to just pull the last 2. Okay. Alrighty, my friend. Starting off the 6 cards, we have the Lovers in reverse. Page of Wands, my friend, aka the Anxious card at the bottom of the deck. Do not be surprised when you feel anxious this month, especially in relation to what you have to achieve with your career or when it comes to wrapping up a situation financially or maybe reaching a financial goal. I just feel like you're very on edge. Just try to find a way to balance yourself, ground yourself, feel a bit more relaxed. So the Lovers in reverse. I feel like the month of November starts out and you just are not enjoying what you're doing. I feel like a lot of you who are drawn to this video are working a day-to-day job, or however, you know, many days a week you do work, and it just doesn't fulfill you. It doesn't bring you that passion. Maybe once upon a time it did, but I don't feel like these days it does. And I don't feel that happiness in that work environment when it comes to you being there. I do feel like there is change on the horizon. It's just you have to have patience. And I feel like you do fear not having I feel like you do fear not having a job or a position or that financial comfort or income. And so some of you stay with a job that doesn't fulfill you or make you happy. Very interesting. But once again, I do feel there's change on the horizon. 8 of Cups to move right along to the second card. It feels like some of you just up and walk away. Now this may just be you, maybe on a larger scale, you up and leave this job because it just makes you miserable or it doesn't make you ecstatic. And that may be one of the things you have to get in order. But for some of you, you're simply walking away from a work situation that is toxic or it's confrontational, and you just up and leave that situation. And maybe it feels like you can't leave the job as a whole or the career as a whole, but you'll leave that specific situation to focus on your mental health. Interesting. Maybe even your physical health. And then we have the Judgment card to move right along. And it's interesting that I'm being drawn to the sun here in the background. Remember I was saying this change on the horizon, and as you're walking towards that sunset, if you will, or that sunrise. The Judgment card. When the first half of the month wraps up, I feel like you will be feeling more in touch with who you are, or more in touch with what you want out of your money and career, out of life in general. And it feels like some of you start to go through a bit of a spiritual awakening, or your intuition just starts to grow, and that may help you a lot when it comes to certain work and career situations, even financial situations. When deciding who and what to trust when it comes to your money. My apologies again for any noise in the background. But yeah, I do feel like your intuition is growing at that Knight of Wands to move right along to the second half of the month. I feel like you start the second half of the month and you feel a bit more passionate, a bit more alive, a bit more like you. I mean, you're a fire sign, Sag. And I feel like at times you forget that. It feels like your work situation at times puts that fire out from within you. And I feel like you don't shine as much when you're there or when you're involved in those kind of situations. Because it's aligned with the Lovers card in reverse, and I feel like when you are away from that work situation, when you are, like the overall message says, when you're getting things in order, that's when you're passionate, when you're taking action, when you're walking away from what no longer works for you or is no longer healthy, and you just say, you know what, I'm going to do what's right for me. I feel like you're also very confident when it comes to the second half of the month. I feel like you have a better grasp on what you want moving forward, and maybe a better grasp on your finances. And that's a good gateway to this card, the 10 of Pentacles for the 5th card. You're to notice what you truly have in your life, and it's almost an Ace of Cups moment when you feel like your cup is overflowing, when it may not have felt like that recently. I feel a financial stable kind of feeling with this card. And now I feel like the 8 of Cups is coming through on a different level because it's aligned with this 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like a lot of you are walking away from what no longer works for you, from what no longer feels fulfilling, or what no longer is beneficial to you or healthy, and you're walking towards an abundant mindset, feeling again like that cup is overflowing. And to finish off the 6 cards, we have the Page of Swords. You're going to receive a message at the end of the month. It's a good message. I feel like it'll make you smile in regards to your career, your money. It may be something beneficial in regards to your career. I'm hearing it's going to make you glow, but it also will remind you that there are still other things, for some reason, that there are still other things you need to get in order. Because again, it does feel it overall this month. That's what you need to keep doing. You need to keep sorting a few things out. There might have been a financial situation that has taken way too long to clean up. Let's finish off, or continue rather, by pulling a message or two from the Energy Oracle deck. What do we have for Sagittarius to continue this money and career read? Angel of Strength. If it feels like this month you are facing some obstacles or things just don't feel as easy as they should be as you try to put things in order, remember how strong you are. And you may be surprised to see that Spirit comes through and randomly this month reminds you of how strong you are through other people or situations, because you need that reminder, it seems like. Envy. If you don't feel like your current situation is ideal as far as your finances or your career, try not to envy other people. Try not to compare yourself to other people's situations. There may be somebody in the work environment who doesn't have your best interests at heart. Ooh, that's hefty. Hostilities. There may be some hostilities in your work environment. I mean, I think we were talking about that. And yep, I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. And so I feel like your best situation or best option is to just walk away. Try not to get involved if possible. Beautiful. Let's finish off by pulling a message or two from the Small Making Magic deck. But we have to wrap up this money and career read for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, I love it. I do feel like on a separate note, Sagittarius, I feel like this month you're doing a lot better at staying positive, at staying optimistic when it comes to your career and finances, but also just as a whole. Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment, right on note with what I was just saying. I feel like by being more optimistic, by seeing the positive side of certain situations, even if they're not ideal, you're raising your vibration and people are noticing. You're going to start to glow a bit differently, which could then, don't be surprised when new, fresh work opportunities or financial opportunities start to come your way, because you're doing what's right for you. And then we have Little Luxuries to finish this off. Generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Ooh. It may be a month full of little luxuries for you. You might feel the need to splurge and treat yourself. Go for it. Life is short, my friend. I mean, it is a month where you have to put things in order, so why not treat yourself here and there? So on that note, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your situation. And don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. And I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sagittarius.